You're not failing because you don't know enough. You're not failing because you don't work hard enough. You're failing because your mind won't stop. Every minute you spend overthinking is a minute you didn't spend executing. And the longer you let it run, the more of you it takes. In the next 5 minutes, I'm giving you 5 Stoic rules to eliminate overthinking and build iron focus, including the one rule that cuts the overthinking loop in under 2 seconds. Here is something most people don't know about Marcus Aurelius. Meditations is not a work of calm, it is a war journal, written by a man in daily combat with his own mind. He wrote about the temptation to spin out, to ruminate, to anticipate, to worry about outcomes he couldn't control. He was not immune to overthinking. He built systems to defeat it. These 5 rules were his weapons in that war, and they are available to you, starting with Rule 1. Rule 1. Separate signal from noise. Your mind generates thousands of thoughts per day. The vast majority are noise, speculation, worry, what if, what they think, what might happen. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Receive without pride, relinquish without struggle." He trained himself to evaluate every thought with one brutal question. Is this actionable? Is it present? Is it real? If yes, that is signal. Engage it. If no, that is noise. Release it immediately. Most people treat every thought as equally real and equally urgent. That is the root of all overthinking. Not every thought deserves your attention. The ones that matter will find you again. The ones that don't, release them right now. Rule 2. Confine yourself to the present. Marcus Aurelius wrote it in 3 words. Confine yourself to the present. The most powerful cognitive instruction in the ancient world. Overthinking is almost never about right now. It is about the past that cannot be changed, or the future that hasn't happened yet. Both are illusions your mind is treating as emergencies. When you catch yourself spiraling, ask one question. Is this actually happening right now? If not, it doesn't require your emergency mental resources. The present moment is always manageable. It is always survivable. The past and the future are where focus goes to die. Strip them away. Return to now, every time, without exception. And here is the thing most people have never been told, and it changes everything once you understand it. The thought feels true. It feels urgent. It feels like reality. It is not. Rule 3 is how Marcus Aurelius separated his thoughts from his identity, and it is the rule that makes every other rule possible. Rule 3. Name the actual threat. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it's endurable, endure it. Stop complaining. If it's unendurable, then stop complaining. Your destruction will mean its end as well." Most overthinking is not about a real threat. It is about the shadow of a threat, unnamed, undefined, magnified by avoidance. When you name it specifically, it loses its power immediately. What exactly am I afraid will happen? When exactly will it happen? What is the actual worst-case outcome written down in one sentence? Shadows disappear under direct light. Every time you refuse to name the fear, you give it another hour of your focus. Name it, see it clearly, then decide if it's within your control. If it is, act. If it isn't, release it. That is the complete system. Rule 4, the 2-second execute principle. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being." He didn't negotiate with himself. He didn't wait to feel ready. He acted immediately and let the action generate the clarity. Here is the rule. Every time you catch yourself beginning to overthink, you have a 2-second window to either act on it or consciously release it. After 2 seconds, the brain locks the thought into the rumination loop. Before 2 seconds, you own the decision completely. Act immediately or release deliberately. There is no third option. Hesitation is not thinking. It is the entrance to the loop. Rule 5. Build thinking hours, not a thinking life. Marcus Aurelius did not ruminate throughout his day. He had one structured thinking practice, his morning journal, and then he executed. The rest of his day was action, not deliberation. Most overthinkers don't have a thinking problem. They have a boundaries problem. They allow the mind to think at any moment, across every activity, without structure or limits. Schedule your thinking. One dedicated hour, one defined problem, one clear output. When that time ends, execution begins. The mind is closed for deliberation. The mind that has a dedicated thinking window stops hijacking every other moment looking for one. Structure creates freedom. Containment creates iron focus. 5 rules. 1. Focused mind. Separate signal from noise. Confine yourself to the present. Name the actual threat. The 2-second execute principle. Build thinking hours, not a thinking life. Overthinking is not a personality trait. It is a habit, built rule by bad rule, that can be dismantled exactly the same way. Subscribe to Peak Protocol, because every week we break down the systems, rules, and protocols of the most disciplined minds in history and translate them into tools you can execute today. And watch this next, because a focused mind without a system for your time is a weapon with no direction. We're building both.